Obasanjo lists 4 reasons Nigeria's refineries will never work. Wow. So, what are the 4 reasons? Because I know that right from his government, a lot of other people have tried, but for some reasons, it has never worked. And Nigerians believe that it's because of corruption in the Nigerian government that is making not to work. And also the people that are importing petrol have influence in the government as well. And government officials that have refineries abroad also prefer to service their refineries than the one in Nigeria. There are several things that Nigerians have been speculating, but let's hear what Obasanjo has to say. The 4 things he has to mention that will make Nigerian refineries never to work. Nigerian four refineries located in Warri, Port Harcourt, and Kaduna states are said to be held down by the federal government. Okay, former President Olusegun Obasanjo made this known as he maintained the refineries would never see the light of the day due to the powers that be. The elder statesman disclosed further that there is too much corruption in the nation's refineries. Hence, Shell Oil Company bluntly refused to handle them while he was in power. Wow. Ogun State Executive, former President Olusegun Obasanjo has revealed the real reason the 4 oil refineries in Nigeria will never work. The 4 refineries are located in Warri, Port Harcourt, and Kaduna, respectively. Obasanjo said there is too much corruption in Nigeria's refineries. Too much corruption. We know it. Okay? We know it. There's too much corruption in Nigerian refineries. Obasanjo said the refineries will never work as long as the government continues to hold on to them, okay, as leadership reported. He disclosed that after much persuasion, the managing director of Shell at the time listed 4 reasons why the oil refineries wouldn't get involved in running Nigeria's refineries. Wow. Including too much corruption in refineries. Recall that President Bola Tinubu last month assured that the petroleum refinery in Port Harcourt will start working by December 2023. But responding to a question on the state of refineries in the interview, Obasanjo said they will not work as long as the government is keeping hold of them. When I was president, I invited Shell to a meeting and I told them I wanted to hand over the refineries for them to help us run. They bluntly told me they would not. I was shocked. Okay. Wow. And I repeated the request. And they stood their ground. So when the meeting was over, I asked their big man, the MD, to wait behind for a little chat. Then I asked him why they were so hesitant on not taking over the refineries, and he said, "Hey, did I want to hear the truth?" I said, yes. He listed 4 reasons the refinery will not work. 1, he said Shell makes its money from upstream, and that is where its interest lies. That's 1. 2, he said they only do downstream or retail as a matter of service. And then 3, he said our refineries would be bad business for them, and that globally companies are going for bigger refineries because of the economics of refineries. And 4, he said there is too much corruption in the refineries. So, the 4 reasons that Obasanjo has given here, the man has given, 2 has to do with Shell's business philosophy and business plans, and that has nothing to do with Nigeria. Okay. The 3rd one is that the bigger companies goes for bigger refineries in the world and not small ones like Nigeria own refinery. I think it's only the 4th one here that makes sense, which says that there is too much of corruption in Nigeria refineries, and I agree completely with that. The Hausas have been holding down the refineries, the NNPC holding key positions, but never allowed things to work. The corruption in refinery is so huge that I wonder how it will work. Everybody in NNPC want to cut his own share. That's how bad it is. Okay, but now the NNPC have been privatized. I wonder how it will work. It is no longer the normal NNPC. It is not NNPC Limited. meaning that it's a private entity now that is open to the public. So these are the four reasons Obasanjo mentioned that will make the refineries not to work. But I disagree that the first three will affect us. Okay, it's only the fourth one that I know that is the biggest reason why the refinery is not working. There's too much corruption in the refineries. But that is not just all. Most politicians in Nigeria have affiliations with foreign refineries, and so they prefer to feed those refineries with our Nigerian crude and then recycle or round trip the product back to us. They make more money that way, and the country as a nation continue to suffer. They're supposed to finger those that are responsible for importing petroleum products to Nigeria. If they finger them, I'm telling you, they will confess and they will say the truth. There is so much of selfish political interest in importing it than making Nigerians own work. Because if Nigerians own work, those avenues through which they are making their cool, selfish money from Nigeria would not work again. So selfish sentiment is part of the reasons why Nigerian refineries will not work. Because people that are saddled with the responsibility of importing the product will no longer have that opportunity anymore, and that means that they will be losing money. That is the way I see it. It's a bit different from what Obasanjo is writing here, and that is true. Okay, so Obasanjo also finally spoke on the 6 billion naira Mambila power contract. Nigeria's former president Olusegun Obasanjo says he never approved the award of the controversial $6 billion contract to Sunrise Power and Transmission Limited regarding the Mambila hydropower project in 2003. Obasanjo said this in an interview excerpt published by the Cable News on Sunday, September 3. Okay. Amber J gathers that the former president challenged Olu Agunloye, the former Minister of Power and Steel, to tell Nigerians where he derived the authority to award the $6 billion contract. The Minister of Petroleum Resources says Port Harcourt refineries will be ready by December 2023, and I wonder how that will work, because I know that a lot of equipment, a lot of machines, a lot of machine parts, a lot of things that are in that refinery are obsolete and outdated engineering. So I don't know how they're going to service all of those things. And machines that have been done over the years have never been exercised. I wonder how you're going to start them and get a result. There will be leaks, there will be fire. In fact, a lot of machines will not stop. All those big electric motor pumps will not start. I don't know how they will service them and make them to start. So it's a very big challenge to make the refineries work. The refineries have been down over the years, have been redundant. Machines have not been running. I don't know how they will make them work. It's a very complex story. Okay, but let them perform the miracle and let's see. But I know that anytime they put their hand to say they want to commission the refinery, it is a big opportunity to also loot, because that is the corruption and the refinery I was talking about. Okay, because what they will buy 10 naira, they will say it is 1,000. What they will buy $10, they will say it is $1,000. That is what they will do. And then where they will spend $100,000 to fix things, they will spend $1 million. That is how bad Nigeria is. Every small opportunity or project is an opportunity to loot. That is it. And until we change our mindset of, seeking for what we gain in every assignment we are given, Nigeria as a country will never get better. That is the truth. So let's have your comment, and thank you for listening.